Alright guys, so I wanted to make this a quick video because a few days ago I was on YouTube and there was something there that I saw that it triggered a memory. It unlocked a long lost memory from back in the days. I remember when people would consider Nintendo, the kiddie console manufacturer, the not for adults gaming company. And I wonder if people still believe that. I don't know. It just, I'm curious. I'm curious to know if people still have that mindset because I never believed that then, and I don't believe that now. And I think that's so BS. Because in my opinion right now, Nintendo is the most adult-friendly gaming company out there right now. And I don't mean adult-friendly as in, mature games, blood everywhere, cussing and serious and or depressing storylines and games. I don't mean that. I mean, but by that I'm saying, like, if you're an adult, a mature adult, right? Because you can be an adult, but you can't, not necessarily be a mature human being. But if you are both, right? You're working 9 to 5, you have limited time. I feel right now that Nintendo is for you. I remember when Nintendo was, treated as like, oh, that's Mario, that's Pokemon, that's Kirby, all these colorful games. And if you're not playing on Xbox or PlayStation, you're not a hardcore gamer, you're not a real gamer, you're a kid. And this is not an attack on PlayStation or Xbox. It's not a knock on them. I just find that very strange. I found it strange then, and I find it strange again now, because I just feel like out of the three, Nintendo right now, and please don't take this as like if I'm attacking them. I'm really not. I'm just giving my opinion. I feel like out of the three, Nintendo has the most range. Look, man, I'm 36. My time is very limited. Sometimes I don't want to play games that I have to deal with like 5 different skill trees or spend 30 minutes dealing with inventory or like sometimes I just don't have time for that. Sometimes I just want to pick up the game, press play, and that's it. Mario Kart, Super Mario World, or Super Mario Wonder. You know what I mean? Those are games I can just pick up and play, easily accessible. And that doesn't mean, accessible doesn't mean that they're not challenging. These games are extremely challenging. And it's just, and like I said, it's funny how when you had games like Xenoblade, when you had games like Zelda, like Metroid, like Fire Emblem, these are not games that I would consider as kiddie or like for kids. They can play them. I think they'll be bored. I mean, show Fire Emblem to a 5-year-old and let them play that. And I don't think that they're gonna enjoy it. I mean, we're talking about a game that, is tactical. It has strategy. It talks about politics. It's, it includes war. The characters die permanently. Like, you can have them die permanent. Like, they're gone. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a game like Xenoblade, a massive JRPG with like, big stories. Again, complicated, philosophy and sacrifice, identity. You got war. Like, come on, man. Like, you're gonna sit there and tell me that's for a kid? And then you got Metroid, that with the atmosphere, how challenging that can be, how lonely you can be in that world, like, and come on now. And then you got Zelda, like, it could be peaceful, in 1 minute it's peaceful, and then it'll have you completely lost in a puzzle, or like out of nowhere you're getting humbled by enemies. like when people be acting like Nintendo's only for kids, I feel like, yo, you're not looking at the full picture. Because again, Nintendo has range. That to me, that's not childish. That's not that childish. Nintendo has depth in their not depth, but depth in their games. You know, that's something that I'm not seeing the others do. And I'm not saying, you know, look, if they do, then please show me. But at the moment, I'm not seeing that. With their third parties, perhaps, but not the first party games, you know? And that's not a knock. I'm not trying to knock them like Nintendo is better than them, because Nintendo is not perfect. Nintendo is definitely not perfect. I'll tell you that 100%. Like, bro, Nintendo is not perfect. At the moment, they're just the only ones, aside from PC and, you know, the ROG Ally X. They're the only ones at the moment that is, you know, providing me with the things that I like, that is fitting my lifestyle. Look, when I was younger, if a game wasn't over 100 hours, I wasn't playing it, because I saw, like, if I'm spending 60 bucks and you're not giving me over 200 hours on it, I'm like, that's not value to me. And then I got older and it's like, nah, I can't think like that. I can't think like that. Now I see over like games that are over like 100 or 200 hours, and I'd be scared, bro. I'd be like, man, where am I gonna have the time to finish this game? You know, like, I'm gonna have to make time. I'm gonna have to, like, you know, I don't want it to feel like a chore. I don't want it to feel like homework. Nah, games are supposed to be fun. It's a video game. You're supposed to enjoy it. You're not supposed to, you know, kill yourself over it, or you know what I mean? Like, go crazy for it. Like, nah, it's supposed to just be fun. And I don't know. I don't feel like many people are, you know, doing that nowadays. So anyway, that's it for the video. It's like I said, it was supposed to be something short. Let me know in the comments. Am I crazy? Am I tripping? I don't know. I think I'm not tripping. I think my head is normal at the moment. So anyway, thank you guys for your time. This is Navon Wise. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.